Okay, we are back with another full moon video. Now we're focused more on the signs. I guess to more of like dive a little deep on what some of the signs got going on or what will happen. So it'll be based on around the full moon energy. The full moon is October 13th. It'll be in Aries, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the energy that's been going on a lot lately, excuse me, is about completion and, bringing in new things. Things are coming more out of balance, especially, we have Libra season that was just around, or, about to end, where we're going into Scorpio, where we're, you know, deeply diving into certain things. Also, we are in the pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde. Now, I know everybody's scared of Mercury retrograde, but remember that Mercury retrograde is also still like a test here. So Mercury retrograde doesn't necessarily always have to be bad, because your Mercury retrograde could honestly be good. Just remember certain things that happen around Mercury retrograde. If there's things that keep popping up, or things while you're wondering that keeps popping up, it's tests to see basically if you pass, or if you're basically to see if you pass or have overcome that certain situation. So the sign that I was guided to do first, I kept having in between, like, I don't know if I should do air or water, air or water, air or water, and I kept hearing water, 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 water. So we're just going to do water signs first. That is going to be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. So we're going to see what their energy is around the full moon here. So, funny, what's at the bottom? King of Cups, and that is a water sign card. It is a Scorpio card. Well, Libra to Scorpio. So, like, I think it's October 13th going into November. This is what this card is here. So that's what's funny, but let's get started. All right, so we have the Hangman. That is going to be a new perspective of things, a new beginning, a lot of new, a change. Oh, and if this resonates, you'll know if it resonates. If it don't, then this message is word for you. Always got to put that disclaimer out there, because some people think that it's supposed to go, or it's supposed to match them, and that's not necessarily it. Maybe it just wasn't time for you to, sort of do that. Okay, so let's see. Here we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So here, the sense more that I'm getting, the Five of Pentacles is that sort of feeling, or you went through some type of abandonment, or you were left out in the cold, and you could have been holding on to that has happened in the past, and you're working on trying to let it go here with the Hangman of the new perspective, the new perception of things, within offer that will be coming in here. You're working hard towards getting to that offer that is coming towards you here. And this could be money too, because Pentacles symbolize money. So this could be like have something to do with job as well. Yeah, so let me scoot these over. So here we have the Five of Cups here. the moon energy, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So the Five of Cups card, like I always say, is, you know, you're sort of paying attention to things that, you know, have not been basically serving your best good, when there's two full cups in the bag that you haven't been paying attention to, that you necessarily need to be paying attention to. But right now you're like crying over spilled milk, or you're crying over something that can't like be refilled again or be rejuvenated. So it's kind of like these two cups here are something that is hidden, that hasn't necessarily been brought to light, and it's sort of giving you this illusion where you are holding on to a certain factor where you feel that loss or abandonment, in that when what's hidden is something that you'll strive and come out through, like you'll stick through, like it's something good here. And it could also, you've been feeling, the moon also, like where you've been feeling down. Yeah, it's something that kind of had you, what is the word? Like attached, or something that, okay, yeah, something that had you attached. Hold on, what do you need? Something that had you attached here, that you couldn't necessarily, you felt like you couldn't get away of, and if you did, you felt that sort of loss or abandonment here with the Five of Swords. Yeah, so now you're going back to this energy, the King of Pentacles here. This is somebody who's like a scientist, an engineer, mathematician, if I'm not thinking, sort of like a businessman here, working on, you know, getting his coins, moving forward, and this is like what he's now striving to be and like more focused on. So with this being an offer, it could be anything. It could be money, career, love, any of that possibility. But it's something that is a lot. It's a lot of something, because I'm seeing a lot of pentacles. Yeah, so you're moving on to calmer waters, to get what you want and get what you needed. I mean, what necessarily what you desire. I'm finna use your charger. Your charger, yeah. Because I'm about to, okay, so I'm back. My phone was dying, so what I was saying were, you're moving to calmer storms. I mean, not calmer storms, well, calmer waters. You just got out of a storm here. Let's see if anything else wants to come out here. But it's like you're turning a new leaf. Yeah, you had a sense where, you know, you were feeling unbalanced. And this could be like deeply in your feelings, holding on to something. Just that emotional baggage that, you know, you were sort of dealing with. And now you're having a sense where it's time, you know, to turn it around, to come back more into a balance. You're coming back to that balance here. Okay. Okay, so yeah. I'll put this one last because that came out. So, with union, we have the Four of Wands here. We have the Judgment card, and we have the Empress, and then we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Cups here. So with the Four Wands, that is the union card. You're coming together with a celebration or a ceremony or a union. This is usually has something to do with, you know, a counterpart or someone here, like dealing with love. And with the Judgment Day, that also like kind of goes with it as well. So now it is like time for you to, you know, necessarily go through that Judgment Day, or the Judgment Day is here now, where you will finally get to union or what you've always wanted here. And this person here gives you sort of like an Empress energy here. And with the Empress, number 3, when you think of an Empress, you just think of a goddess, somebody, you think of pregnancy, you think of somebody like your mother, a motherly energy, just very Empress, like very feminine, very embracing, as well as like the Queen of Swords. It could be somebody who, what I'm getting a sense is here that, if we're going with the Empress, is somebody who like doesn't take, basically doesn't take no shit, because you know, they've sort of been through a lot, and they kind of like, what is the word? They kind of hold themselves a little bit, but, and this could even be you too. They kind of hold themselves in a little bit because they don't know what to expect, or the things that, you know, they sort of been through. But now it's just like they're in that energy where they're starting to let things fall into place, and they feel a sense that like, if this is what is to come, it's time to come, and now it's time to, you know, put the sword down a little bit, and like, don't be so aggressive as well too. I don't know if I really want to take the Seven of Cups. I always like to shift different ways that I'm shuffling, because sometimes the cards get stuck together. And then coming out. Yeah, so yeah, you're walking away to greener pastures. This is the 8 of Cups. Something wasn't fulfilling you then, and you figured out that like that's not what you wanted, so now you're walking to greener pastures. I hope I'm saying the word pastures. It is pastures, right? It ain't pastures. Pastures don't sound right. This has to be pastures. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are just closing. Everything is closing. A lot of things are closing. You know, those lessons that, you know, that you've learned, you're overcoming, you're finding that balance again. Yeah, so here we have the Emperor, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is always like, even other tarot readers say X marks the spot. Like, you made it, you completed it, and now it's time for the new beginning. Now, in that Emperor energy, this could be male or female, doesn't matter what it is. You're ready to build your empire. You're ready to be in that energy to, you know, do your life purpose, living your manifestations and dreams. Yeah, so what I'm getting in a sense is like, here what popped out is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is single here, but what I'm getting at here is that because where it landed is, after all this happens, you're basic all these new things are gonna happen when you're single. You know, you're doing your own little thing. Yeah, you're just going on with your pathway of getting to the things that you want and what you desire. So, and it's like all these things are gonna come around the time like you're like single. And that could also play in the part where you feel like Queen of Swords, like, oh, who's this person coming in? What do you think you're doing? Sometimes you gotta let that sword down, because you never know, that person really might be your person too. Or job. Career. Yeah. That was the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, see, transformation. This is big Scorpio energy. This is Scorpio card. So very transformation into the new. Shedding old light into the new light. Basically like a snake shedding its skin here. Yeah, so you have the Two of Cups here. If you notice in the card, if you look at the helix based on like lovers or soulmates, this is gonna be something that is meant to be here. And it's like a wish that's why did I stop? A wish that you've always wanted, a wish has finally come true, and you guys are, you know, you guys both balance each other out, and you're ready to start this new beginning here. You're ready to walk on the new beginning, because you know you're done with heartbreak. You're done with heartbreak, and you're done, you know, blinding yourself over previous things that has happened. So you're gonna get to your victory here with the Chariot. And you know, this is people call this card like the wounded warrior. Like, you've been through all that you have been through, and like you're standing tall now. You overcame what you came. You're not your pain. And like I said, even in the collective video, like, your darkness allowed you to heal, and to where you get to your abundance. It's in the Cups. And it's the World card. The world is yours, and it's gonna come quick. It's gonna hit you, and you're not even gonna know it. And when I say you're not even gonna know it, it's gonna be like something. See, I keep seeing the fire and the water sign here too. Or it can be somebody who's just like very like, I'm just getting a sense of fire and water sign. Or somebody who could seem very fiery or very dreamy. They could have both, you know, aspects. It doesn't really matter. But it's gonna, when I'm saying, anyway, what I was saying here, when I was like, it's gonna come quick and unexpectedly. It's gonna be like, you didn't even know, or you didn't even think to know. It just like, it's a thing that sort of happened. It was just like this urge, basically. And it is so 2 6s. When I always think of 2 6s, it makes me think of a spiritual connection, kind of twin flame-ish with the labels, and a soul flame, soulmate. So here we have the 6 of Wands, and then we have the 6 of Cups. That is like a spiritual connection. You guys may know each other. You guys could have known each other from a past life. You guys could have knew of each other, or whichever. Somebody may be younger than the other person. So yeah. So let's I just cut my finger. Well, not my finger, my palm. So let's go with the fairy deck. Alrighty, it was not playing no games. Your desire is within reach. Have faith, as everything is working out in your favor. So like I said, put that sword down, and just put the sword down. That's all I'm gonna say. And have faith. You don't gotta slice nobody. Not everybody's out to hurt you, I promise. Healing, healed, and healer. Healing energy surrounds you in the situation. With the completion, and even in that deck, I seen like the four. I think it's like the four of swords. It's like this energy of like you guys are healing, or yeah, you guys are healing, or you're healed, or you're just allowing yourself to heal. You're overcoming those things, you completed things, and you're healed with things that have gone on. And this could be vice versa with love, career, and things like that. Okay, so here we have fall or autumn. So what they call it, autumn, marriage, and perfect timing. So here with autumn, in the fall season, everything comes together and you reap a wonderful harvest. Marriage and perfect timing. So these three cards together, you could be meeting this person that or your empress, yellow empress, yellow boo boo, the union. You could be coming into union with your counterpart. The Two of Cups, soulmate card as well, around fall time, because the marriage card is also still like you're meeting that person as well. And with perfect timing, it's kind of like, oh, it's the perfect time to meet this person, or like now it is the time that you're about to meet this person too, or it's coming around this time. And I'm just kidding. I'm reading. I'm only reading what I'm supposed to say, or how I feel about it. Okay, so simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Just an act of kindness, a simple act of kindness, making other people's happy. When I still said put that sword away, because everybody ain't out to necessarily hurt you too. Miracles and blessings, spiritual connection, spiritual connection. Have faith and trust. Yeah, have faith. So miracle and blessings. With the new shebang bang is basically like a miracle, blessing. You're gonna feel very like blessed, miracle, all these miracles coming and stuff like that. Everything has its gift. It's gonna feel special to you, as well as like the spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond lifetime, and I feel like you guys sort of feel that between you two, or like that's what I'm saying. I keep feeling like this very, very, very dreamy but passionate. It's like a dream. That's why I'm getting like fire and water energy, because when you think of a fire sign is very passionate, and then when you're thinking about water signs, you think of like very dreamy and very like deep, and you think of emotions. Even with fire signs, when you think of passionate, it'd be like passionate emotions, and then water signs think it's more like deep emotions. But there is like a spiritual connection. And then have faith. It's just continuing to have faith, like within this whole thing working out, and how it's gonna come. I don't know why I couldn't say that word, come along. But still continue to love who you are, and still, have forgiveness. Forgiveness forgive those who like have hurt you, and that goes into, you know, with healing. There's also like physical touch. You've been yearning to touch this person, even if you know them or not. You're just ready to have that sense of closeness, or to be beside them. You're just ready for them. You're just ready for them. You're just ready. All right. Okay, they went like 3 different ways. So let's see. Angel of expression. Speak. My country song. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. I think that's pretty surf. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. That's, you know, loving yourself unconditionally, being who you are, being authentic, speaking your truth, living your truth with the sense of healing. Then you also have God of Underworld. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. The transformation that's going on, that's moving on to this new perception and this new perspective that's going away, as well as like it's completing a cycle that has finally made it there. Then goddess of the sacred path. Let go of logic and trust your intuition. That's sort of like, you know, stop. It's kind of like expanding your thinking. Don't think too much of logically, and trust more of your intuition, if you get what I'm saying. As well as like in the sense of like not being trying to be in control of things. Just trust your intuition and go with the flow. And then we have Angel of Clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. So yeah, that also goes with having faith. And then there's this thing like with wings. Wings, like just in general. Wings is, it's making me think of angels and just like wings, even with butterflies. Something to do with wings. Like somebody is about to, two people about to fly off, or just like this whole new beginning. It's like they finna fly off and like spread their wings like a dove bird or something. Let's see if I can get one card from there. I'm not gonna pull anything from the Isis deck because I'll use that for collective. I need like a dreamtime creation. So yes, creation, creativity is really heavy at this time. Manifestations. You're creating what you have dreamed of. You're creating your manifestations. You're bringing your dreams into 3D. And it's just like, you know, it's here saying paying attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness, and there you'll find the key as a manner into which you express. That's like synchronicities there. I'm not gonna actually point it out to things, but you can see synchronicities out in nature. I think that's more so what that's talking about. Don't want to pull a love and light card. Yeah, let's see if one will come in. I don't know, just like this reading here is making me feel, I'm just getting that really like dreamy, like very like soft, low tide crashing waves, but very soft. What I'm seeing is like the sun, like a sunset over the ocean, and the moonlight over the ocean. That I'm seeing like both, from both perspectives. So have the faith to walk through new doors. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under the heavens. So I was gonna say like be brave and don't be afraid, and just, you know, let go, walk through that new door that's like right in front of you. Like it is time now. It is time. All right, so let's do a all right. Water signs. No, I'm just kidding. But this is the Strength card again. Fire sign, and you may also you could be a water sign and have fire in your chart too. I forgot to say that for some of you people who like actually really are thinking about another sign to deal with, because you can be compatible with whoever, because everybody has a birth natal chart as well as like a draconic chart, and it goes together just how it goes together and how you guys evolve as an element through your chart. But anyway, this is the Leo card, the Strength card. They have the infinity sign, as above so below, but also the infinity is like a forever thing too. So something that is gonna like, of course, everything doesn't last forever, but this is something that is like a lifetime thing too as well. So you could be dealing with Leo or just a fire sign in general. Think also of the synchronicities of the number 8, if you've been seeing 8 a lot, as well as you just having faith and being strong throughout your journey as well. But that is all I have for you, water signs.